Hello, users, and welcome back to Above It All. And I saw that over the past, 12 hours or so, that Ilhan Omar was commenting on what had happened and what's going on in Atlanta. And so I appreciate Ilhan Omar. I feel like she had a very good voice during what happened in Minneapolis. I very much so appreciated her for doing standing up for what was very important, what's going on in Minneapolis, and then of course what's going to be happening in Atlanta. And so, let's see what she has to say. I haven't listened to this clip yet, so this is just kind of let's just see what she has to say here. And I like covering Ilhan Omar on my channel because usually it gets a lot of right-wingers very upset, and that's something I like doing. Also, I'm very high right now. It's Sunday. I don't normally make videos on Sunday, but I decided I would, make videos on Sunday. And as a result, now I'm high while making videos. So either way, hopefully that does not detract from this experience. Let's see what Ilhan has to say.
Start with this horrific video of Rayshard Brooks. He was shot and killed by a white police officer in Atlanta on Friday night. Atlanta, a lot of protests and more. What was your reaction when you saw the video?
I mean, it's again a reminder that police officers can't continue to be judge, jury, and executioner. We're not only seeing cases where there is, mortal danger to police officers where they might take a shot. But, the cases of people who are subdued being killed by police officers, people who are being shot in the back, it's just really quite disheartening to see the continuation of images like this appear. And I think it's a reminder again why, trust in the system as it is right now is so low. And I think this is really our opportunity to listen to the voices of the mayors of San Francisco and others who are really putting forth bold ideas of what it looks like, not only to move away from fully investing in this kind of public safety measures, but also those like Minneapolis who are committing to the dismantlement of a department that is beyond repair so that the community has the space to come together to reimagine what public safety should look like.
I think that's a great message. I thought that was profound. Obviously, she's a politician, right? You have to go into this with the eyeballs of this is a politician. So obviously, would I have preferred she go up there and do this whole anarchist? Yes, I would. But in the context of where we are as a political Congress, that's pretty damn good. It's a message that ends on a high note. Dismantling the police is something to look into. Let the community judge what all this money should be going to instead of these racist-ass cops that are abusing the rule of law, disallowing for due process, and LARPing as if they're a fucking judge, jury, and executioner. I thought that was brilliantly said. And, it's just one of those things where, again, it's amazing to have this solidarity from city to city. Again, it feels like yesterday that the whole George Floyd thing happened and then that escalated and then they burned down the police station. But that was only 3 weeks ago. People are still angry. People are still mad as hell. And then this is going to happen on top of it. And yes, there's other cases of protesters being killed, and that's equally as bad. But it's just it's one of those things where it's if it happens on video, if you have video, if you can see this happening, it changes it. It makes it so much worse. And again, it's great that now that we're in this situation where, we have someone like Ilhan who just went over this and helped push Minneapolis to dismantle their police department. That's a huge step in, again, not trying to repeat the same mistakes that happened after George Floyd, which have already unfortunately started unfurling, as I covered in the previous video. But it's maybe we can do something better this time. And I think it's a good message. We can start somewhere that's not, 30 trillion meters before the start line. Maybe 29 trillion meters. It's progress, and that's what I'm thinking about here. And keep in mind, this is all happening without voting. This is direct action. When you make people scared, change happens. You got to do that everywhere if you can. Organize. You know, people in Atlanta have already been strategizing, and now they've got their spark. So let's see how it goes. Either way, thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry if it was a little high. I'm high. Let me have it. It's Sunday, okay?